We begin with St. Patrick's Day coverage. People in Savannah coming together to honor High Irish heritage today. WSAV's Danielle Cobb spoke to this year's parade grand marshal at the Celtic Cross ceremony.
Sunday before St. Patrick's Day tradition, starting the morning with Mass at St. John's Basilica Cathedral, following with the Celtic Cross ceremony at Emmett Park.
It's where we honor our past, present, and future Irishmen, the ones that have come before us, the ones that are now, the ones that are my children that are being raised now.
It's a ceremony that's usually filled with Irish Catholic families marching in celebration toward Emmett Park to watch as the traditional wreath is mounted in front of the Celtic Cross monument. The weather this year leaving those celebrations indoors, but Grand Marshal Jay Burke and members of the St. Patrick's Day Committee ignoring the rain and still sealing the honor by laying the wreath on the Celtic Cross.
It's a tradition. We do this to honor our ancestors with this Celtic Cross cross here. It started in '83, and it's just one of those things that we look forward to every year.
A tradition, he says, that his father would thank him for carrying out even while it poured.
I was born and raised a Catholic, and was fortunate to go to a Catholic school and grammar school and high school, and I love my heritage, and if it wasn't for him, growing up around him, this day probably wouldn't be possible.
Now a week away, Burke says the momentum is really starting to pick up. With only one more traditional ceremony before the big parade, he tells me he's sad for it to be nearing its close, but can't wait for anyone, no matter Catholic, Irish, or whatever religion or culture, to celebrate the holiday with them.
Like they say, everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day, so all our families come together, all the cultures come together, and it's a great feeling because Savannah is such a warm, loving place to live and grow up.
Danielle Cobb, WSAV News 3, on your side.
There are even more great events coming up to help get you into the St. Patrick's Day spirit. If you want to double your parade fund this year, Tybee Island's Irish Heritage Parade is on Saturday, March 15th. The next day, Savannah's Irish and military community come together for the Sergeant William Jasper Memorial Ceremony in Madison Square. And then on Monday, the 17th, the main event, Savannah's 201st St. Patrick's Day Parade, stepping off around 10:15. You can find our complete St. Patrick's Day coverage at WSAV.com/St. Patrick's Day.